Welcome back now to the other conflict. As we move to Europe, Russia has launched a massive early morning missile and drone attack on energy facilities across Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said more than 50 missiles and 20 drones were used in the attack. It marks the latest in a string of Russian attacks on Ukraine's energy grid, which Moscow insists is a legitimate military target. The strikes targeted 7 regions across the country and took place on a major national holiday commemorating the defeat of Nazi Germany in World War II. Writing on social media, Mr. Zelensky drew parallels between the German invasion of the Soviet Union and the Russian invasion of Ukraine, referring to Russian President Vladimir Putin's regime as Moscow Nazis. Also commenting on the attack, Russia's defense ministry said its strikes were in response to Ukrainian strikes on their own energy facilities. The United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights is concerned about the crackdown on journalists by Russian officials. This comes as United States soldier Gordon Black was detained in the Russian city of Vladivostok on Tuesday. The 34-year-old was arrested on charges of theft and he is expected to be held until July 2nd. UNHCR spokesperson Ravina Shamdasani says the continuous attack on independent journalists who report about the war is alarming, calling for such actions to be stopped immediately.
The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, is concerned by the increasing number of journalists charged, convicted, and jailed in Russia for their independent reporting in what appears to be an intensification of a crackdown on dissenting voices. The continuous attacks on free speech and the criminalization of independent journalism in Russia is very troubling. The crackdown on journalists' independent work must immediately cease, and the right to inform, which is a key component of the right to freedom of expression, needs to be upheld. At least 30 journalists are currently detained in Russia under a variety of criminal charges, and these include charges ranging from terrorism, extremism, disseminating knowingly false information about the armed forces, spying, treason, extortion, infringing upon people's rights, violating the provisions of the law on foreign agents, inciting mass disturbances, illegal possession of explosives, and illegal possession of drugs. Out of the 30 reporters deprived of their liberty, 12 are serving prison sentences ranging from 5.5 to 22 years in prison. The Russian authorities appear to be attempting to further strengthen control of the narrative, both around domestic issues and around the conduct of hostilities in Ukraine. As a result, people in Russia have increasingly restricted access to non-state information and viewpoints, which hampers their ability to benefit from diverse sources and to make fully informed decisions on matters of vital public interest. Journalists should be able to work in a safe environment without fear of reprisals. We call on the authorities to immediately drop charges against journalists who have been detained solely for doing their jobs and to release them.